Hey everybody, I love that Nancy Stitchin made it. Even for a second, I love seeing you in a live, Nancy. I never get to see you in a live show. So welcome. And I know you said you have to go, but thank you. Thank you for stopping in, Nancy. I have got to get a new mouse. This is going to drive me crazy. I'm so sad that it died. Isn't it weird when something like that dies and you're like, what happened? Why? Why did your lungs give out? Hey, mods. Hey, mommers. Lacey Silver. Joel Sachs. I'm really glad you made it. Hey, Kestrel. Diana H made it. Do I have lipstick? Nope, we're good, aren't we? Pat Jonas. Hey, babe. Natalie Stresser. Puka Vista. Donna Cooper. Why don't you sit up there? Prancy Toes. Lazy Silver, it takes some time to adjust to that. Hey, Jennifer Ogle, Meredith Lynn, Whidbey Island Hippie Girl made it. Lori Helker, I saw that you said you were going to make it. I love seeing you. Lori is kind of like Nancy Stitchin. I don't get to see these ladies very often. Liz Tricks, love you, babe. Okay, just caught back up here. Hey, Sassy Savage, Holly, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Ewa, Sierra Terry, Rhonda McNeil, I love you. Hey, Hope Between the Dreams, Debbie Zito, Mandy Albert, Lumen, Nancy. Thank you for doing that. That is so nice when you guys gift memberships. People love that. It's very kind. Nancy is a very giving, very generous woman. Thank you, Nancy. That was very kind. If you're still here, I appreciate that very much. Hey, Linda, Christy Lynn Wilson. I haven't seen you for a minute. Hey, Callie Galley, MLG Gamer, Marie Marion, Deborah Ricci, Angie Moe, Sophia, my zesty German. Yeah, they are, Pat Jonas. Hey, Catherine B. Jamie Palmer. Okay, just caught up. Different Robin W. So I saw you over on the boat. Welcome, guys. We have some new people that have hopped over from the boat. I love your dog. And Just Jen, welcome. It's an honor to have new people. So this is an amazing community. And I hope that, thanks, Joanne Holly. I hope that you'll stick around. Our Robin, the content over here, Tommy has said to me in the last few days, like, he's told people to come subscribe. And I just kind of laugh. Hey, Buffy. Hey, Wisconsin Barb. Because honestly, I don't expect anyone to come over here because you guys are true crime people. And I don't do that kind of content. I'm very different over here. We do all different kinds of stuff. Linda, welcome in. But I also don't want to deter people. So I hope that you'll stick around, Robin. I love your dog. We are a really amazing community. Seriously, this is a great community. Hey, Wanda, thank you. Armine, thank you. So Robin, welcome. And I hope you'll give us a chance. I'm honored that you're here. Seriously, thank you for hitting subscribe. Hey, Lady O, and anybody else. There might be some other new people from the boat. I know that we have Leslie Katzenmeyer, although I haven't seen her much. She's probably busy. I'm glad you're better from COVID. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. Jeannie, that's so nice. Hey, P. Taylor. Hey, Jan. We got Joan Marie's from the boat. She's new. Canine Dog Mom, I still haven't seen. We haven't done this month's charity yet. No, we haven't, Lazy. Hey, Melissa. I was going to choose because of, we know we did the show. I hope so, Robin. I really hope you do. I love having new people here. I've had my channel for a little over almost 3 years, like 2.5. And it's kind of a free for all. Every day is kind of a different topic. And that's how we like it. We go into the weeds. We talk about different stuff. If it's a topic you don't like, switch back on the next day. It'll be something brand new and possibly awkward. Could be funny. You might cry. We don't know. Honestly, Robin, even I don't know. I don't have hey, Lenora Gray, like most content creators go on and they like research like Tommy, or they know what they're going to do their content on. I never do. I just hit go. Tommy calls it fishing without a net. He's like, you literally just you dive right in and who knows what's going to come out of my mouth. Yeah, Wanda, I love turquoise, girl. Thank you, Robin W. That is very kind. It's so funny because we have a Robin W. that's a close friend of mine on the show here, and she lives in Utah. And it's so funny that you're also Robin W. Hey, Raspberry Beret. Gina, welcome in. Hey, Joanne Palmer. So, Robin, I hope that you stick around. And honestly, it's an honor. So thank you for being here. Um, guys, quick thing. Where are Joe and Rain? Well, Joe is busy. I know he does a lot. He travels a lot because he's a DJ. Rain, remember she announced a couple days ago that they had lost 2 friends recently. So I just ate my words. We fireball it, Robin. We have a lot of Robins now. Robin miners in Canada. We fireball it around here, and we do. We just roll, we rattle it off. Like Lady O says, you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll laugh until you cry. And also, don't be ashamed if you poop your pants, because that happens too. I don't have a gallbladder, and I'm also honored that so many people have joined in solidarity about that. I can't tell you how many of you have reached out privately and said, Reese, I pooped myself today and I thought of you. I'm not kidding. I bet I've had at least 25 people say that over the years. Like, hey, I just crapped my pants on my way home and I thought of you. I'm like, it's like, that is deep and dirty. SoCal Joy. Hey babe, and that's why we love our weirdo lighthouse. That's true. We have a lot of characters on this show. And honestly too, Robin W, just so you know, like I engage a lot with my chat. That's kind of the purpose of the show. You guys are the guests every day because I engage and I talk to you guys so much. Sometimes I have zero. Today I actually have a little bit of a topic. Hey, Lilac Lime, but sometimes I have absolutely nothing. I don't know. I just hit go. And then my mother often says to me, hey, Kathy Burkhart, Reese, do you think that you'll ever run out of things to say? And I go, Mom, have we met? All I do is flap my gums, girl. That's what the Lord gave us. And that's what we're going to use to our advantage. You know, I saw a reel today that said, everything can be used to your advantage. If you look at, I'm trying to look at life anyway that way. I'm not trying, I am. I'm way more grateful for things. I think about it every day when I wake up. What am I grateful for? What am I thankful for? Pretty much everything, right? But I saw a reel today that said anything even bad, you can, it's basically, I talked to Tori last night, by the way, guys. Love that woman. And everything can be half full. The glass can be half full. We talked about that. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. And it truly is a choice. I know that sounds weird and a little bit condescending. My ex-husband used to do that to me all the time. I'd be like, well, I'm not happy with that. And he'd be like, well, that's your choice, isn't it? That's a choice. And I was like, okay, Dad. Like, I hated it. I feel like it's talking down to someone. It's a little belittling, but it's kind of like when you say, like, your triggers are your triggers. Sorry. Like, is that true? Who's crying like a little girl? Is that Moose? Moosey? I knew it. Hey, Hux. Huxley. Well, now what? I took it down, Lilac Lime. Huxley, can you let your brother in? He's at the front door. He's such a crybaby. I just let him out. I knew he was going to do that. What was I just saying? Oh, you can take any rough, bad, Robin W. You can take any situation and you can take bad things and somehow there's always a silver lining. You can use it to your advantage. Use it to your benefit. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we're going to figure it out. If we sit here long enough, we will come to terms with some ideas. That's what we also do. Thank you, Hux. That's what we also do on this channel, guys, is we come to terms with the fact that we are going to solve the world's troubles. If we sit here long enough, it'll happen. No, so I do have a real topic tonight. Hey, Margie Barr. I can breathe today, but still feel tired. I fell asleep during the stream yesterday. I hear it's gone. Yes, it is. So sorry. Did you tell me you were sick? I think you did. Margie, that's awful, babe. For those that pray, prayers. And for those that don't, Care Bear vibes that come out of the tummy. And for those that don't do that either, rub your crystals together. And for those that don't do that, just talk to the sky. But either way, we hope that she gets better. Yeah, he was dicky. Do you remember that? He would say that to me and Huxley all the time. He was so the chillest. Hey, Laura DePreet. I haven't seen you in a long time and I really miss you and I hope you're well. You looked so pretty at the last Zoom call. I couldn't even explain it. He would say that to me a lot. I'd be like, well, that's not going to work for me. Basically, I would set up a boundary. Hey, Nancy Jane, you got to pass today, but that's strike one. He would say, I would be like that. I would try to set up a boundary, which we all know I'm trying to still do that in my life, but I'm better. And I would try to say, like, well, that's not going to work for me, or I'm not happy with that, or. And he would go, ah, ha, ha, here's his other ex wife. Interesting, right? Interesting that there's two ex wives in the chat to the cellist. But yes, he would say that all the time, all the time. He'd go, well, that's a choice. And then what did he say? I'm sorry, but your thoughts are not within reality. And he'd go, and that's okay. But it wasn't. Kind of like those, hey, Renee B, kind of like those no fear t-shirts. Remember those no fear t-shirts from the 90s? It was like a brand and it would say no fear. But then it turned out there was some fear, wasn't there? It's okay to admit that. There was some fear. I never wore one of those. Nancy Jane, just this once, girl. I never wore one of those t-shirts, but I think studies showed later, right? Science came out later and said there was fear though, wasn't there? You guys all wore that brand and you all wore a t-shirt that said no fear in the font that looked fearless in and of itself. But then as the years and decades rolled forward, you found, didn't you? Looking back, there was some fear. You knew that brand, Helena? Did you know that brand in Australia? Wow, it got around the globe. Yeah, he sat in front of Naked Homes. Oh, he never said that to me. You're so stupid, just believe me. Okay, that's a little he was way more, maybe because he evolved, he was way more crafty by calling me stupid. He didn't just say I was stupid. He had called me stupid a couple of times, but Jeff always said to me, he'd go, you're just an uneducated Scientologist and you don't have any common sense. And I was like, why would you think that would offend me? No offense taken. Everybody says that. That's normal. You should say that to a small child. Roll the dice, see how that goes. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I think it's pretty wild for people to just do that. Just throw shots like that. It's pretty crazy. That's kind of my topic today. And it's a loose topic. It's not, I feel like I have a cat hair stuck somewhere because we have 3 cats in this home and it's everywhere. It's probably going to cause COPD for me. He hit you in your soft spot. Pat Jonas, yes and no. Whenever Jeff would say that to me, I'd always kind of laugh. Like, have you ever had someone say something and you're like, did you think that was going to work? Like, wow, that's quite the compliment. You have more common sense than anyone I know. Okay, well, Shelly, you need to get out of the house. That's not good either, right? That's ill-advised, but thank you. You need to meet some people. You need to socialize. So no, I don't know that it was a soft spot. I think Pat Jonas, you have a good point. Eventually it became a soft spot because it was so repetitive over the years. He thought it was a trigger, but I would always kind of laugh when he would go, your thoughts are not within reality. And I'd be like, and you're insane and you're not a doctor. And my thoughts are exactly where they're supposed to be. Like I used to say to Jeff all the time, you're not going to drive me nuts. Like you're not going to gaslight me to the point where like I snap. It's never going to happen. That's like, get past that. It's never, you're trying and trying and trying to break me. And I would say that to him all the time. Now I started to feel weak over the years. There were a few times that I was like, I would question myself. His tactics at some points. Hey, Luke Graham. I'm glad you made it. His tactics sometimes did start to like wear me down to a point where I would be like, did I say that? Doesn't even seem like something I would say. Or like, am I as stupid as he thinks I am? But it really never fully worked. And I'd look him right in the eye. Robin W., look at you. Like you've been here for years. What an angel. Robin W. is everything but the wings. I would look at him dead in the eye in the kitchen and I'd be like, "You're not going to succeed at what you think you're doing. You're not doing what you're not, the outcome is not going to be what you think it's going to be. Just so you know, I've had billions of years of Scientology bull bait, and you don't stand a chance, chillest." But he kind of did. I always bugged him that I was better educated, so he had to say something demeaning. He used to tell me that all the time. He was like, "Wanda used to rub it in my face that she had a master's degree." And I was like, "Well, it's a wash." Because he'd be like, "And I have a bachelor's." And I was like, "Well, I have nothing. And I made it to ninth grade. So you both win." Ha ha. Like he used to rub that in me all the time. And I was like, "Do you think that that somehow makes me feel shook? That I don't like, do you think when he would say, Crafty Carrie, you're an uneducated Scientologist?" I was like, I know. That's like my haters when they're like, "Reese is fat." I'm like, I literally just finished an entire line of Oreos. Do you think that I'm in denial about this? Like, you're going to have to do better. Nobody tears me down more than me. So, to say you're uneducated, I'm like, right. To say like you're overweight, I'm like, yeah, I've got the beatus. Like, I'm well aware. I take a pill for that. Are you out of your damn mind? I expect more off of the resume of a supreme hater. You better get your life together. And if you need tips, reach out to me. Mods, post my email, please. I used to say to my ex, "Robin W., you're a little cutie." She's cute. She fits right in. I like it. I like it a lot. What flavor Oreos? Flavor. Classic, double stuffed. Stop it. Why would you even ask me that? Hey, Sarasota Blend. Hey, Mimi. I used to tell my ex, now, did that make you feel better? We talked about this yesterday a little bit. Thank you, Joel Sachs. We talked about this yesterday for a second. Look, I love men. I think they're great. Hey, Julie, but I also think that sometimes they're adorable because I don't think that they realize men and women are very different. And while they can be stronger physically, women can be a lot stronger and we can take a lot more. What did Betty White say? Oh, bless her soul. What did she say? It was some kind of a quote like, like they say like balls are tough, like they say like, they refer to balls being like, if you have balls you're tough, and she was like, those things are weak. She was like, you touch balls and like they're in screaming pain. What did she say? She was like, get a vagina. Didn't she say this, or am I just making this up? She was like, those things take a pounding. And I was like, yes, Betty. I'd never felt more seen or heard, but now I'm realizing I might have dreamt that. Robin, you have diabetes too? The older I get, the older I get, slow down, Reese, use your words. Hey, Sully Orange, welcome in. Oh my God, I have another new person. Guys, there's a new person. Everybody be cool. Everybody be cool. We have a new person. Kim is Blue, what are you doing here? The older I get, when people make rude comments, I just say that you think I don't have mirrors in my house. That's pretty good. It's a little over my head because, again, I only made it to ninth grade, but I think I put the pieces together, girl, and that's smart. I like it. I get that you have the beatus as well. I have type 2, which is just the kind where I weigh too much. And I go to my doctor, and he's like, hey, Chubbs. And I'm like, hey, you, prescribe my pills so I can go back and do a line of Fig Newtons. Hey, Katie did it. A new person, guys. We got a new person. Everybody be cool. Okay, she got a quote for me. This is from Betty White. Hey, Kim's Whims. Why do people say grow some balls? Balls are weak and sensitive. Yes, if you really want to get tough, grow a vagina. I don't know how you would grow a vagina, but that's kind of a creepy thought, honestly. But she wasn't thinking it through. She was 99. Those things do take a pounding, and they do, right? And we enjoy it. But at the same time, it's facts. They take a pounding. Sully Orange, welcome. I love having new people. It's incredibly exciting. We get 1 or 2 new people a year. So we are, like my mother always told me, wow, not everybody's going to like you, Reese. I think she meant the best. I think her heart was in the right place. Hey, Mad Drop Bear, Lumen. Hello, new persons. Zoe, welcome in, babe. Alicia's here? Where? Your A1C has been 5.1 for 2 years. Oh my God. How? Jeez. Not me. Not me. My cholesterol, I told you, Wanda, I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago and the doctor was like, your cholesterol, like you're gaining, you're accelerating. He's country. He's very country. He was like, you're accelerating to stroke and heart attack. And I was like, how could that be? I don't even have any forehead wrinkles. Like, I think you got the wrong blood work. And he was like, yeah, no. He said, if you were driving a speed limit toward a stroke and a heart attack, he was like, you're going about 90. And I was like, well, I've, like Don Henley said, right? Like, life in the fast lane, living with the diabetes, life in the fast lane, high cholesterol. Hey, Mary Barons. Yeah, DNV. Oh, so speaking of charity, did Puka Vista ask me about that? Hey, Jojo. I wish I started to hit single. I think Lacey Silver asked me actually single digits now after 6 years. My A1C isn't good. It's kind of one of those things you become embarrassed to share. I'm like, I feel naked, although I would totally get naked. It was Lacey, yeah. My A1C went up. It was 6.8. Hey, Leslie Mosley. It was Puka Vista. It was 6.8 for like a year, 2 years solid. And I felt good about it. I felt good every time I bit into that Fig Newton. But then remember, I got pancreatitis and I was just vomiting and crapping everywhere. It went up because I went off my medication for 6 weeks. So now it's 7.7. So we're trying to get that down. And when I say try, I mean Haagen-Dazs is buy one, get one free right now at Publix for those of you who shop at Publix. I got a couple of those today. Also, the double stuffed Oreos are also buy one, get one free. I did not get any. I will say this. I put it in the cart. And then when I got toward the checkout, I pretended to walk down the cat food aisle and I pulled it out of the cart and I set it next to a bag of cat food. So I feel like that's kind of winning. I did get the Haagen-Dazs, but I put back the Oreos. Somebody congratulate me. Someone? Thank you, Kim is Blue. Says balance with some Brussels sprouts. Well, as you guys know, for dinner, almost pretty much all the time, I make a tray of roasted vegetables, if that helps, with some everything bagel seasoning. So I feel like there is a great balance. Thank you, Angie, Jamie Palmer. There it is. Joanne Hawley, Yadira. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Next time, do better. I don't want to have to ask. That's like asking for an apology. It's not sincere. Thank you, Mad Drop Bear. Yeah. Hey, Air Supply. That's like Hey, Christine Miller. That's like my ex-husband. I had to be like, do you still want to have sex with me? Like, do you think I'm pretty? If you have to ask, you're so brave. So brave. So brave. God, I feel like that deserves a little treat in and of itself, like an Oreo. Hey, Vicki Andrews. If you have to ask for it. So guys, next time do better. Thank you, Sassy Savage. That's so sweet. Okay, how about next time you put I love Mad Drop Bear. How about next time you put both back, you bitch? Yeah, I know. But whenever the Haagen-Dazs is buy one, get one free, Carol, I felt so sorry for the cashier. He was so cute. He was probably 19 years old. I was like, he reminds me of my son. He was so cute and he had the best personality. He was so chatty. And he was like, did you find everything you were looking for? And I was like, you're looking at it, Philip. I literally showed up to Publix today and I knew I needed something. I have no idea what it was. And that's not a joke. And he kind of chuckled. And I was like, no, I'm glad I made you laugh. I was like, but no, it's not a joke. I said, I just saw that the Haagen-Dazs were buy one, get one free. And, I decided to make a move. I rolled the dice. Thank you, Robin Miners. Yeah, but I did put the Oreos back and sliced Sargento cheese was buy one, get one free. So I got some pepper jack, got a little Gouda and some wheat thins. And that's typically a meal for me. But that's hilarious, Mad Drop Bear. Snaps for Reese. So proud, my little dumpling. Thank you, my little Aussie. Thank you. Thanks for noticing. Just next time, guys, don't make me ask you to congratulate me. Just do it next time. Just do it. Just lay it on thick. Thank you for your super chat. Linda, awesome sauce. She paid to play, everybody. Remember, we don't like awesome sauce unless you do it in the form of a super chat. Awesome possum. Awesome sticks. What was the other one? Awesome sauce. There's another one that's like really grating like nails on a chalkboard. Ice cream is technically protein. That's right. Amaze balls. Yeah. Yeah. You can't say amaze balls because that will make my skin start bleeding. Amaze balls. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Those are all terrible. I do have an announcement before we get into the topic. I almost forgot. That's why I said where are Joe and Rain virus, but they're going through it right now. Armine, strike one. Hey, Jen Finberg. I love her. Sugar-free ice cream. I would rather put a cigarette out in my beehole. Cool Beans is on the fence, Hope. We haven't fully taken a vote on Cool Beans. I don't love it. I'm going to vote no, but I am Coolio again. I feel like we can do better because I only work with winners. So I just feel like we can do better. We can't say it. So let's repeat the phrases. I'm so confused. Mad Drop, just follow along. Okay. Doesn't have to make sense. Just hit subscribe. Okay. That's all you need to do. I can't do sugar-free. It'll make me shit my pants. It's so funny when people like my mom will be like, why don't you eat some bananas? I'm like, oh, those are bad for diabetics, Mom. Like bananas. I can't eat apples. I can't eat oranges. I was like, those are bad for diabetics. I'm like, buy one, get one free. Ben and Jerry's. Get me some Cherry Garcia stat. How about Fantabulous? I vote no on that. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to vote no on that. Thank you, though, for giving it a try. Anna Banana, you did your best, and you're grandfathered in. So we won't put a strike against you on that. Yeah, Mad Drop, you're Australian, and so you don't speak English as well. I have a lot of Australian friends, and they've all told me like the English is broken up. Their English is tough. Rhonda McNeil. Guys, I have an announcement. Is this a ghost hair or is this attached? What's happening? See it? That's going to make me cray. Z. I almost just broke my own rule. Okay, that wasn't attached. Everything's bad for diabetics. So I say have a good time and see what happens. Again, roll the dice. Or you could be like me and going 90 miles per hour into your high cholesterol. I want you all to remember I'm only 41. I think that doctor is a kook. So listen up. Who's in California? Helena? I mean, California is a large place. I should probably narrow it down. In 2 weeks, I just found this out. In 2 weeks, I will be in LA. If anyone cares. Hey, Megan Roberts. So I am going to be there for some things I'm doing behind the scenes that we've been talking about. What the hell? West Coast Fancy Nancy, you're in California? Why did I think you were in like Vermont? Why did I think you were in like Idaho? Why do I think everybody's in Idaho? That's neither here nor there. Nora is in Oregon. Yeah, she's not. But I will be in LA in 2 weeks. And if there's anybody who wants to meet up, right, like maybe get an enchilada with me, I'd love to. Thank you for asking and inviting me. Invite me or I won't speak to you. I don't have any friends. Will I see Tori? I will. Sully, you're in Vacaville, Vacaville, Vichaville, Vaginaville. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see. Bay Area Mommers, Cali girl here. Nice, Sophia says. I want to go, but we're going to Mexico. I know I wanted to go with you to Mexico. Isn't Vermont East Coast? I think it's in the north. It might be in the Middle East. West Coast is in Nancy's name, Reese. Oh, yeah. I never think of the West Coast part. Boy, that's embarrassing if you easily get embarrassed. I don't, however, but that could be embarrassing. Uh, Jennifer Ogle, that is sad. Laura FM is there too. I will give her a hug. Mary Barron's. Maybe you remember I was visiting. Yeah, that's probably it, Nancy. You're going back to Florida in 2 weeks. Okay, well, I'll see you, Holly. No, I am leaving right after our Zoom call, Lumen. Thank the Lord. So I will be home for our Zoom call. What part of California? LA. Maybe I'll be in LA. I know you're in Washington, Buffy. I think baby steps. Yeah, it'll be around 2 weeks from now. West Coast Fancy Nancy. I think baby steps is in California, but I can't speak to it. I don't know if she's in LA or not. And they tell me, Yadira, they tell me that California is large and kind of spread out. So I'm not so sure. I don't know, but I will be there in 2 weeks. And I have some. You all right there, son? Cute. I would like to see some of you. No, Baby Steps is definitely in California, Vicky, but I don't know where. Oh, yeah, Kat, that's way too far. So anyway, if you are going to be around and you want to take me out for some enchiladas or, ice cream, maybe do some shopping, pick me up and give me a ride somewhere. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you want to, fine, reach out. If not, I'm going to feel very rejected. No, I actually have things I'll be doing behind the scenes about things that I said I've been doing. But if there's a chance, I'd love, love, love to do a meetup. I've always wanted to do a meetup. Hey, Michelle Lynn in California. I don't know how to check it now, but the last I checked, which was a long time ago, my largest demographic is people in California and people in Australia. I don't know why that is. I hope I do too, Kim is Blue. I'd love to meet Joe Virus and Rain Virus. But now that I think about it, wait, you're not coming to take me out? Little M, we can take each other out. Fine, fair. Robin Miners, I know. I'd love to go to Australia, Mad Drop Bear. I'd love to. I'd like to get myself a capybara. No, there's no layover. It's a direct flight, Rhonda. Otherwise, I would. Mad Drop Bear, I'd like to go get a koala bear, a capybara, and just a little kangaroo or something to bring back home with me. So yeah, you stay tuned. I might do something like that. But yeah, no, I'm being serious. I would love, love to see some of you if you're around, if you're available. A capybara. You know what I'm talking about, Mad Drop Bear. Come on. A capybara. It's a giant guinea pig, and I'm getting one, and I don't want to hear anything else about it. I don't want to hear that they bite. I don't want to hear that they're smelly. I don't want to hear that they shit all over the place. All of those things are manageable. Okay. I don't have to have my arms in order to have a capybara. If it removes the arms, fine. It's worth it. A capybara. Shelly just put it out there for you, Mad Drop Bear. I need one. I need one bad. I really want one, and it's going to happen for me. Grandma Matilda, thank you. I hate my hair today, so I will accept that compliment from you. Thank you. Are they South American, Mad Drop Bear? Dude, I don't know where I'm. You couldn't ask. Don't get a boomerang. You can't throw it away. Okay, Sully Orange, that's great. That's great news. How long will I be in LA? Close to a week. May Loomis says capybaras. I want a platypus too. I also want a penguin. I don't feel like we're reaching for the stars here either. Capybaras are adorable, but I think they need a swimming hole. Done. I had a man come fix my vacuum today for those that were worried about it. He can also do a swimming hole. No big deal. I will take out a loan. I don't care. Whatever it takes. You guys know I have that damn armadillo in my yard, and I am trying as hard as I can to flirt with him, to get him to come in. I asked him what his favorite casserole is. I put a cookbook out there and I said, pick all the dishes you want. I'll make them. Just come inside and put a little t-shirt on and sit with me and snuggle. And that's all I ask for. I get so pissed when you see those damn little videos of people who are like, hey, everybody, here's my pet squirrel. Here's my meerkat. And I'm like, do you realize that you were kissed and chosen by the Lord himself? Why doesn't that happen to me? Will I be streaming from LA? Yes, I will, Jen. Yes, I will. I would like an otter as well. Yeah, for sure. Maybe they could be friends, Anita. Hey, Karma Charms Kittens. I would love to join you for enchiladas in LA. We have a winner. Thank you so much. I was starting to feel really left out. I thought 200 people and not one of them wants to meet up with me. Fine. I'll take myself out for lunch. A sloth would be amazing. Yeah, we have a lot of things in common. If you'll be there on a Sunday, I will not. I will not be there on a Sunday. I will be leaving before that. All of my extended family. Do you know Catherine B? I don't think I've ever been to LA. I have been to San Francisco. I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless I was a small child visiting the Church of Scientology, which could have happened for sure. I don't think I've ever been there. Kind of looking forward to it. Kind of looking forward to meeting some people and hugging Tori and all those things. If you ever come down here, hot tip, and I didn't tell you this, you need to smear Vegemite behind your ears to keep the drop bears away. What the hell is that? I've heard of Vegemite, but I don't know what it is. And honestly, sir, I don't think I want to put anything behind my ears. I feel like you might as well have been like, you need to slather your taint with something in order to survive. Like, I don't know that I'm comfortable with that kind of recommendation, but we'll keep you in the Rolodex. We'll get back with you. Yes, Margie Bar. Armadillos, like other armadillos, shake their legs at them. So you have, I just want him so bad. I want him so bad to come inside. Are you coming to Vegas, Time Mark? I am not. I can't stand Vegas. Quite honestly, I'm not a fan of Vegas. I never have been. It's not for me, but I don't drink. I don't do coke. I don't shoot anything, right? I don't gamble. So like I'm basically Amish. Like Vegas is not for me. You risk open season, Reese. Okay, that's scary. Anti-yeast produce. Ooh, yeast. Oh, that sounds gross. You just said that, Robin W., and it made me think basically a nun. I'm pretty much a nun. That is such a way of, yeah, because I don't really know anything about Amish people, although I saw an Amish man in the chip aisle today at Publix, and that was neat. He had like a really long beard and suspenders, and he had the top hat like Johnny Depp in that one movie. I can't think of it. Yeah, I was trying to talk to him, and he was like not having it. I was like almost ran into him with my cart. And he was like staring at me, and I was like, oh, hello. Like I wanted to talk to him because I was like, I think that's an Amish guy. I'd like to chat with an Amish person sometime and just see what's going on. But he had no interest. He didn't even want to make eye contact. I was like, all right, I can see when I am being rejected strongly. Yeah, I'm basically a nun, pretty much. Hey, not Sweeney Todd. No, it was the other one where he like killed his wife and went insane, like basically Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Hey, Original Ann, I just caught up. I'm in San Diego County. I need the dates. I love enchiladas. Also, you could show the pic of my daughter with. I don't want to. Well, I don't know where it is right now. Did you text it to me? I guess I could look it up real quick. Thank you for your super chat. I will text you dates. There's an Amish settlement where my boyfriend lives. Yeah, Amish people seem like cool people, but I have to be honest, I know nothing about them. I was raised in Scientology, guys. So before you get offended, please don't, because I don't know anything about them. They seem interesting to me, but I've also heard bad things, but I don't know if it's true. Let's see. There we go. Where are you? God, I get a lot of text messages. Wow, there you are. Can I pull it up through photos? I can't. Barbara, I just have a photo. Oh, sorry. I just have a photo of her with her husband, which is a great picture. I love her outfit. Oh my God. Her slacks with that vest, that button-down vest is so cute. I feel like your daughter and I would get along really well. I would love to go shopping with her, but I don't see the other picture. Now we're back to what Reese was saying earlier. There's something beautiful in everything. Yes, Robin, look at you. Robin is brand new and she fits right in. I love this about her. She's trailing right along with us. She's not confused that we can tell. Everybody check up on Robin though and make sure that we have a couple new people in the chat. Sully Orange is new, guys. Everybody check on the new people, make sure that they feel safe and they feel welcome and loved, because we don't want to scare them off. Panda, I didn't know you were in here. I don't see the picture. I live in Vegas, but I don't do coke, and you're not a jester. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. What was the song from the 80s that had Vegemite sandwich? Down Under. Do you come from a land down? Men at Work. I think I'm right about that. Guys, I had a topic. I've seen topless nuns in Vegas. That was me. What do you mean? You don't have to pretend it wasn't me. You can name me. It's okay. I am a public person on a public YouTube channel. That was me. Yeah. Remember when Tommy and I went to Vegas? That was me. Guys. Hey, Heather Rhodes. Guys, I know, I love that we have new people. So speaking of serious topics, I don't know about you guys, but when you're driving, do you ponder stuff? I mean, I'm pondering things all the time. I'm a woman. I overthink. I dissect everything. I'm a Cancer sign. The list goes on and on. But I was thinking about this. Yeah, you dear. I was thinking about this today. And that's why I titled this stream, I Believed Them All. Okay, Karen Burhow. Didn't I Love Lucy have an episode about Vegemite? I have no idea. I was born in 84. Yeah. Okay. So you guys say all the time, always, every day. Absolutely. I do it at home too. I do it. That's why I'm not sleeping at night, quite honestly. I mean, I constantly am thinking about things. That's probably why I'll never run out of things to talk about. Helena, we're all gutted about the lack of capybaras, but I texted you some alternatives, cute with a bonus, lack of deadliness. You're welcome. Thank you, Helena. Always, these mods work around the clock, guys. They're not just working during the lives. I mean, I know that I keep them locked up in a basement. Hey, Angel K. And my mods look like the people in Willy Wonka when they're like, more! And they're like working for the rich guy, Veruca Salt's dad. And they're like pulling open, unwrapping chocolate bars like around the clock. He was like, I've got them working around the clock, darling. And she's like, I want more, daddy. I want the golden ticket, daddy. Those are my mods. Like I open a door and I'm like, work harder. That's what they do. So they're not just working here, right? They do it all the time. Thank you. And they also pay me, which again, I force them to pay me. I force them to be members. Like they have to come to the Zoom calls. And we just lost the new people. Hey, Robin and Sully, it was nice meeting you guys. Honestly, it was really nice to have had you. Thank you for participating as long as you possibly could. Mods are the best, and they are in a mafia. So there's that. Thank you for super chatting. Thank you for paying to say that. And thank you for all the extra hard work behind the scenes, girl. Just know that I expect it as well, but we appreciate it, but it's expected. You know, it's not easy working for an ex-Scientologist. I'll tell you right now, try dating one. Like either way, it's a shit show. The Cult of Reese Sarasota blend. Yeah, they love that. They love when we say that. Katie did it, lives in Vegas, doesn't do those listed items. Okay, so you're saying you're clean. Well, then what's the purpose of Vegas? I guess they just over glamorize it in movies because you like, we were just talking about Bridesmaids the other day and they're like, let's go to Vegas. And what about that one with Bradley Cooper? Like everybody flocks to Vegas. I just figured you had to be like a cokehead or not yet, Michelle Lynn. We're not trying to scare them off, but I think I already did scare them off. I thought you had to be like either like a raging alcoholic, not just like a lightweight, you know, like not just like on the weekends kind of drunk. I thought you had to be like a raging alcoholic, a full-time cokehead, a full-time gambler. Like I thought there were stipulations. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe sometime I should go to Vegas and not go to where all that stuff is. Maybe I need to stay away from all of that. We don't live the lifestyle people think we do, Time Arc. Interesting. So it is just like a stereotype that I was believing. Okay. Interesting. I thought you had to be a jester. I thought you had to be going to naked parties. I thought there was like a bunch of naked women running around that you were just like paying to get in there, right? Like that one awful Nickelback song when he's like, I want a naked girl. You know what I'm talking about. I'm through with standing in line to clubs I'll never get in, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a bleedy and snorting coke for free. And then he's like, tell me what you want. Steven Seagal jumps in. I don't know if you knew that. Steven Seagal jumps in and goes, tell me what you want. And he goes, I want a naked girl and a quesadilla. Who doesn't want a naked person and a quesadilla at the same time, by the way? Like those two things should always be equal. Okay. Why were they famous? Do you ever look at famous groups or people and you're like, why did you make it? I could have done better. Like, I'm mad that I'm sitting here in a trailer. Like, I can't do anything. My hands are tied. Why are you famous? It really upsets me when you think about it. With arms wide open. It's like, why did you make it? Even that fucking Miley Cyrus song that Tommy used to sing. Wow. Hey, Galen. Remember that Miley Cyrus song that Tommy always denied singing, but he was like, what is it? How did it go? Oh, and he was like, and a Diddy song was on, and a Diddy song was on. And I was like, why is she famous? I could have done better. You should be proud that you put me off Nickelback, Reese. Jojo, you better not be listening to Nickelback. Tell me what you want. I want a naked girl. That's what we want. We want a naked girl. Trust me, we're not that great. I see it all the time. I see my... Yeah, sorry. You know what? Creed re-traumatizes Helena. I also know that Shelly gets traumatized by Bon Jovi. I can't do anything here. You feel sorry for my mods? You shouldn't, because there's so many things that I have to re-traumatize them with. I can't even use my voice. Everything I have to be careful of. There's hot buttons all around me. People watching is very entertainment on Fremont. Interesting. I don't know. Is that a place? Is that a state? Hot quesadillas and nudity sounds reckless. It sounds out of control. I said it. I'll say it again. A warm quesadilla and nudity sounds incredibly out of control. Robin, I love Vegas when it was growing up in the 70s and 80s. There you go, Robin. See, she knows. Can't believe she's still here. Wow, Julie. My husband loves to hear you sing. Where is Mr. Angel K? Where is that rascal? If you remember, Angel K's husband absolutely hates me. He hates me. Like, I think he's hoping, hey, Lynn Swell, I think he put his money on the Jesters, and I think he's hoping that I will meet an untimely death, as well as Abigail's mother. Yeah. It's weird when people come in who are family and say they hate me. Speaking of family, I know I missed Christmas at your place, Angel, but I'd like to come around this summer and see him and give him a big old hug. He hates me. Like, he made it clear. It's a weird feeling, but I think it also is a good thing, because getting so much hate, Cliff Ann, he should meet up with Abigail's mom. Maybe they should both meet me in LA. When you get as much hate as I do, it actually takes the sting out. When someone's like, I hate you. I'm like, oh, I thought that was just the norm these days. Baby steps. Yeah, Galen, I'm happy to see her. I just texted the pic if you want to show. Please block my daughter's face. Okay, thank you for your super chat. You didn't have to pay for that. I want a naked girl. Okay, here's what I'm actually going to do. I zoomed in on the picture, so you can only see your daughter's leg. This is a capybara, and I want it bad. Look at its feet. That looks like a giant Gertie. Is that the cutest thing we've ever seen? Hey, Gemini girl. Angel says he would probably actually like that. Baby Steps, thank you for sending that. He would probably actually like that. What? Like a jester taking me out? Like decapitating me? I'm sure he would. Sickos. A lot of sickos on this world. Jewel, welcome in. Kathy Biera, that's a person, Mad Drop Bear. We're talking about a capybara. Try to stick with us now. I know the footy paws, Lumen. Do they bite? Who cares? Mimi, some things are worth it's like a really great pair of shoes that hurt your feet. Put a Band-Aid on it. Like, who gives a shit, right? Like, wear the shoes, okay? Nothing haunts us like the things we didn't buy. So it's the same thing with a capybara. If it's going to bite, it's going to bite. That's not the capybara's problem, nor is it yours. He hates you because you empower his wife. A lot of people hate me, and I'm not entirely sure the reasons. We should have them on sometime so that we can find out. When will you be in LA? I might need a trip. In 2 weeks, Renee B, in 2 weeks. Hey, Reese, we also have a lizard, the frill neck lizard, who runs on its back legs. What? Like a person? And it shoots blood out of its eyeballs when threatened. Kind of sounds like something I would want. I'd be willing. Hey, Sky. I haven't seen you in forever. I kind of like the idea. Have you got like when you see a dog running on 2 legs because it's missing its front legs? I always think that's kind of neat. Sorry about that. You'll be in my backyard. How fun. I mean, don't call the police if I'm in your backyard. Like, I don't want to be on somebody's private property. Is that a setup? We also have an animal that its main go-to defensive tactic is to throw their young offspring. I heard that was a myth. I heard that wasn't actually true, that they don't do that. I know what you're talking about. And they smile. They're like naturally smiling. I heard that actually doesn't happen. But let's put it this way. If that's real, like if they throw their babies to predators to escape, is that just another day in Scientology, or is that just me? I know that's dark, but isn't that just a Scientologist? They toss their kids out to predators all the time to get, right? Like they sacrifice their children all the time. I don't know why I'm laughing. I think because it's just so deeply uncomfortable, but I'm laughing because I was there. What's happening here? What is this? Looks like a mullet. Because you're fabulously comfortable with awkwardness. People are uncomfortable with that and triggered by it. Alas, I am not. Yeah, Mad Drop Air, it's a bummer, but it's true. Scientologists really toss their kids out to anything, to the highest bidder, man. You need to wear special gloves to pick up a hedgehog. I still want one. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I really want the armadillo, Renee B. I need him to come into my home. I have been ill for a while, but still lurking. Teacher nurse, it's so nice to make alive again. Well, I hope that you're getting better. That's not good. To anybody who's not doing well, suffering a loss, ill, 1, you're in good company. This is the best place to be. We love you and we will lift you up and hopefully make you laugh. But 2, I really do send prayers. And if you don't pray, rub your crystals together. And if you don't do that, talk to the sky. And if you don't do that, do the Care Bear thing. Hey, babe, good to see you as well. I don't say alas enough. It is something similar to, we need to start using that word more, Kim. I agree. Same with the sentence, the phrase, there's evil afoot. We really need to keep that one up. What was the other one that we really need to continue to say? When someone tells you a story, you should say, that seems unlikely. That one. What was the other one? Debbie Zito. I understand sacrificing offspring, survival of the fittest. Renee B is dark as shit. She's not as dark as she leads on, but she's incredibly dark. Yeah, I need to say alas a lot more. You know, I was thinking too, also, Kim is Blue, I also said thus today. We need to be saying thus more and alas. There was another one though, Debbie. Yeah. Oh, that was it. Angie Mo. Oh, Angie Mo got it. Guys, if you don't know what to say to someone, say this. I've been saying it a lot. As a matter of fact, I said it to a hater in a chat the other day. It was crazy. They were like, Reese, you're a piece of shit. And I was like, yeah, so? Hey, Chica Cherry Cola. And they were like, you're just mad, Reese, because the truth hurts. I was like, you're just mad about these. You're welcome. And they didn't like that. And they were like, you're a stupid loser. And I was like, it really sounds like you know what you're doing. With a little smiley emoji. Whom and thus. Yeah, whom. I use whom a lot. Tommy says whilst. a lot, and he got me hooked on that years ago. Whilst I say whilst probably once a day. Whom is important. Hashtag olive branch. That was the other one. Yeah. Henceforth. That's makes you feel like the guy that wrote poems and had a bunch of cats. Alas and thus. Yeah. Shalt. Thine. Yeah. Say that one a lot. Thine. No, but you need to say whomever. That's good. Hashtag, hey, Victoria, hashtag olive branch. That's good. But you also need to say, what was it again, Angie? God, I'm blank again with all these damn words you guys are throwing at me. Oh, it really sounds like you know what you're whence. Shit, Debbie, that's too much for me. I didn't graduate high school. I can't do that one. Next time you're in a conversation with someone, Nancy, next time, guys, I mean it. Apply this to your lives. You will feel so much better. When you have a jackass, when you have a condescending asshole on your afoot, when you've got a condescending evil afoot, and you've met them, tis, I use those a lot. Tis true. I say that a lot. When you have a condescending prick on your hands, and we've seen them 100 times, this is what you say, guys. I mean it. Are you guys listening? This is what you say. It really sounds like you know what you're talking about. Or, hey, Susie CJ, just go, it really sounds like you know what you're doing. Because they're not going to know what to do with that. And it's going to piss them off. I promise. It's going to upset them. But what are you upset about? Right? Like, well, hey, Space G's, welcome in. I don't recognize you. I feel like I should be wearing a king suit to say thine. Yes, or perhaps a jester suit, but it's still appropriate and it applies. And you should say it thine, whilst, thus, taint. How about I shat myself? No, you would say I shat thine self. To thine own self I shat. That's what you would say. Poppycock. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a hell of a good time. Debbie loves that. Sounds unlikely. Thank you, Grandma Matilda. It's okay, Mad Drop Bear. It happens to the best of us. No, you need to say also when someone's a condescending prick, you need to go, that seems unlikely. Another thing that furthermore, that's a good one, Shell. Another thing that I like to say, he's a deekhead, Donna Cooper. Uh-oh. No, okay. I was like, I just forgot. Angel, try it. Moreover, that's a good one, Kim is Blue. Moreover, another one I say a lot. Now, this doesn't make any sense, but again, it's when somebody says a dickhead thing, when someone's just like a dick and just off the cuff, and again, just just trying to minimize and just being an asshole. You got to come up with this stuff real quick. You got to be fast on your feet. Another thing I always say, and it makes no sense and it throws them off. You guys have heard me say this for years. It's a secret, but I'll share it. You say, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, no doubt. We'll keep you in the Rolodex. I don't know where I got it from, but I've been saying it for a long time, and it just rolls off nicely. It feels right. It feels right to just go, oh, okay. No, we'll definitely keep you in the Rolodex. It's very similar to, it sounds like you know what you're doing. It sounds like you don't need me. You know what you're doing. I like that. Who's going to argue with you? Oh, yeah, no. Sarasota Lund was like, didn't you have a topic? I'm a freezer. I freeze up. Angel, I know because I've met you in real life, but you make up for it and how cute you are. Liz Tricks, I smell something burning. Are you trying to think again? Oh my God, Liz Tricks, that's another one. That's another one, guys. I came up with this one last week. It came off the cuff. Henceforth, when I was bitching about Maryland last week, this one just came out of my mouth and I haven't stopped using it. This is for another person who's a dumb, stupid ass. Say this. Hey, remember that time you forgot to think? And if no one else laughs, at least you got a laugh out of it. I love it. When somebody is a total asshole, I loved it. I said it last week. I went, hey, Marilyn, remember that time you forgot to think? You stupid ass. Remember that? That was fun. That was good. It just fell out. It rolled right out of me. And I've been using it ever since. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I said it. But doesn't it feel good Doesn't it feel good to say that? You say it. Everybody say it right now. Just imagine someone and go, "Hey, remember that time you forgot to think?" It's so good. It's so they're gonna be like, "What did you say?" Their smoke will come out. Remember that part in Anchorman when, she goes, "Your hair looks like a girl." Is that what she says, or am I thinking of the baseball movie with the kids, Sandlot? She says something to Ron Burgundy. I think she does say, yeah, to Benny, he goes, "You play ball like a girl." And he's like, "What'd you say?" That's the Sandlot. Anchorman, though, yeah, do it, Angie Mo. You will not be wrong. I would not steer you wrong. Anchorman, doesn't Veronica Corningstone, she goes, "Your hair." Oh, like a no, she says you look like a blueberry. She says a lot of things to him. But it's the scene where he goes, "What did you say?" And he goes, "No." And like you see the fire in his irises. I'm trying to think. She says something about his hair. She's like, "Your hair looks like a girl," or something like that. It's something like that. Oh, no, it's stupid. Doesn't she go, "Your hair is stupid"? Hey, Tiffany. I think that's what he said. And he goes, "What did you say?" And she's like, "I said your hair looks stupid." Something like that. That's another one, Victoria. Good call. Yeah, Susie, CJ, Victoria, remember this one, guys? Remember when I tried to Lumen? Remember when I tried to hang out with that friend here that I made and I was embarrassed and I was trying to make friends because my therapist told me to make friends? Bad advice, right? But you remember I met that woman and I was trying to be friends with her and she wasn't taking the bait. I think she already had friends, but I kept trying. "Your hair looks stupid." That's it, babe. That was it. Because he goes, "What did you say?" And she's like, "I said your hair looks stupid." Uh, I was trying to make a friend, this woman, and I was texting her. I got her phone number and I was like, "Hey, we should hang out." And she was like not biting. And I really stepped over the line, which is not my style, by the way. I am not a beggar. If anybody was like, "Hey, you crossed a line," you wouldn't even be able to finish your sentence. I'd be gone. I am not a chaser. You'll never have to worry about me stalking you. That's why I think it's funny when people block me. I'm like, "Oh, you don't have to, I'm never going to search for you. I won't even remember you." Like that's don't worry about me like being a stage 5 clinger. It will never happen. If you are shitty to me, I'll never text you again. That's a Scientology trick that we learn. It's an old Scientology tactic. We're fucking gone. Trust me, I will not be chasing you. But I stepped out of my comfort zone because my therapist told me I needed to make friends, right? And yeah, she wasn't accepting new applications. And I pushed a little too hard. And then I got embarrassed in my text. And I said, "Hey, if that was too much," I said, "please reject kindly." And I was so embarrassed that I said that. I don't know where it came from. I was like, "If I overstepped, please reject me kindly." And I was like, who says that? That is such an and I never made friends again. It never happened. Bella, I hope your day is as pleasant as your personality. My first husband used to say, I think he used to say, now I can't remember. What did Michael say? "Have a better day," or something like it was more passive aggressive than that, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're so wise, Baxter. You're like a miniature Buddha covered in hair. Yeah, Renee B, we did make friends at the Nashville meetup. Post haste. There you go. "Please reject kindly." I think it is a t-shirt in the t-shirt shop. Kim is blue. I'm pretty sure Helena made one. Yeah, no, guys, but really, truly stick with those. Those will help you just, you know how you get really annoyed with someone and they're have the day you deserve. Yes. And people, I don't know. I have a hard time with passive aggression. I really, really, it's like my biggest pet peeve is passive aggression. And yeah, Liz Strix. And I run into a lot of them. I don't as much these days because I don't leave the house as often, but you do see them and you have to you know we can hear you, right? You have to, like Angel said, she freezes. How many of us have met a person who is like really shitty and condescending and you think of something later and you're like, "I wish I would have said that." You've got to But the thing for me, honestly, I'm making up silly things to say, but if you really do run into someone like that, one of the best things, and this is for you, Angel, put a question back on them. I'm not kidding. If somebody is really passive, like, it makes me think of that woman when I was working in the boutique in Kansas City, and I had both of my wedding rings on because I had my husband who passed away's ring on, and I had them stacked. Hey, Jamie Castro, what's it ever about, brother? And she touched my rings. First of all, I think it's a little weird to touch people if you don't know them. And she touched my rings and she goes, "Do you know where I can, hey, Geoplanet Jane?" She goes, "Do you know where I can get some cheap costume jewelry like that?" Now, neither of those rings were cheap. They were real diamonds, they were diamond bands, and they were beautiful rings. And she knew it. And even if she didn't, she was so that is the ultimate, like, to me, that's a person who has to put other people down to feel better about themselves for sure. Like, to press your finger on me and go, "Do you know where I can find she was belittling me because she didn't like that I had 2 diamond rings on, I guess, right? Like, it bothered her that I was a cashier in a store maybe. Like, I think she just felt like, "You're out of place. You're wearing 2 diamond rings, and yet you're behind this I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what goes on in the minds of assholes, but it was truly to be mean. It was truly to make me feel bad, and I didn't say anything. I was like, Angel, I froze. I was like, I've grown since then, and I would never let someone talk to me like that. So I'm giving you that example because she literally touched me. "Do you know where I can get some cheap costume jewelry like that?" And yeah, total mean girl energy. They're out there. How did you respond to it then? I didn't, time mark, but I was also at work. And nowadays I would get fired, but I didn't do anything. And my friend owned the store, and I just didn't want to like make a fool of myself. Are you trying to be rude? Yeah. So the real truth is, time mark, how would you handle that now? I would probably say something. People don't want you to put it back on them. And so rather than making some silly comment, I would have probably said something like, "What exactly did you mean by that? Like, was that intended to belittle me or make me feel bad? Or you didn't intend that, right?" Because it kind of came across that way, but I would imagine you didn't mean it like that. What did you mean by that? Put it the fuck back on them. Give it a try. Because I guarantee you that woman would have been like, uh, um, right? If you just in all seriousness, like, gather a serious face and go, "Now, what did you mean by that? Can you rephrase that question? I don't know what you meant," because it felt like that was to be condescending. Why would you ask me if it would imply that I have cheap costume jewelry on my wedding ring finger? Like, why can you can you kind of break down what you meant by that? Like, I would, I yeah, Bella Balooza says, "Can you repeat that, please?" However you have to deal with it, put it back on them though. Because one, you're not going to get in trouble for that. Like, if that happened and you're at work like I was, I wanted to be like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" Like, I wanted to be rude to her, but I was also a Scientologist. And now I feel a little more mature in myself, and I know myself better, and I don't react like I don't really anyway. I don't really react to stuff, but I would not be super reactive. Yeah. I wouldn't say, "Can you repeat that?" Because they're just going to repeat that. I would probably be a little more specific and just go, "Now, what did you mean by that exactly? That felt icky. Felt like you were being mean so you'd sleep better tonight or something." Hey, a voice down under. I would say, "I wouldn't know, I'm not wearing cheap jewelry." That statement kind of puts her down. Yeah, that's a good one too, honestly, Time Mark. "I'm not as nice as you." I would say the same bubblegum machine you got yours from. Burn. Grandma Matilda. Damn, girl. Stinging. "I'm way back behind because I paused you for my pedicure, but I'm definitely in California and I'll try to be there when you're there." I would love that. Um, yeah, Geoplanet Jane. I don't also want to bite people's heads off. It's not really my style. I'm not a yeller like that. I can be passive aggressive for sure, but only if you're it's like I've said, I'll fight if you fight. Like, I'm not going to come out swinging. You have to do it to me first and then I'll turn it up. That wasn't necessary is a good one to use. Depends on the person. Yeah. Yeah, there's just plenty of like, just put it back in the form of a question or say something super shitty, right? You could do that. I want to say, remember that time when you forgot to think? Trixie, I have been thinking about you all day for some reason, and I don't know why, and I haven't had a chance to text you. Been working a lot. Miss you, Reese. You look beautiful. Miss your face. I was starting to worry because at least you text me and I haven't heard from you in a little bit. And I was like, I'm starting to worry about Trixie. Where is Trixie? I'm so glad you checked in. I also had a feeling so weird. I was literally hooking my bra this morning and I was like, where is Trixie? Where the F is Trixie? Thank you, Tara Michelle. Oh, I'm glad you checked in. Yeah, definitely. Oh my God, Jamie Cotton. What did I just read? Yeah. Remember that time you forgot to think? That's, hey, Pepper Jelly. That's a really, really good one. It's okay, Trixie. I'm just glad you're okay. I start to worry when my class drifts off for too far, too long. I know my customers. I know. I was thinking about it because you have huge boobs. Pretty much everybody has huge boobs except me. Remember that time you forgot to think? That would have been a good one right there. If she would have done that to me, I think it would have been hilarious to be like, remember that time you forgot to think? Get the fuck out of here. That's what I wish I would have said. I wish I would have gotten fired. But again, it was my friend's store and I didn't want to do that. Like, I didn't want to, if I had just been working at some random, like, boutique, it would have been different. Hey, Tony P. Thank you, babe. Yeah, Mad Drop Bear, it does. So remember that time you made an ass of yourself, Marissa Martin? It just rolled out last week when we were talking about, hey, Ghost Rider, when we were talking about Marilyn. And I was like, hey, Marilyn, remember that time you forgot to think? And it stuck with me and I really liked it. Will you be speaking or protesting in LA? Will you connect with other former Scientologists? I would love to. Yeah, Paula, I would like to protest for sure. Sassy, I would love to. Yeah, I would absolutely love to. I can't tell you the things I'll be doing behind Bobo. Oh, he's a great guy. Him's a naked man. Did you guys see that short I posted today of him and his orange tabby brother? Oh, he's so nice. He's a great guy. He's your friendly neighborhood pood. But he says, I don't look like a pood because you shaved off my pood hairs. I didn't do it. The groomer did. He says, where's my curls? I look like a girl. You don't look like a girl. I've been telling you, you look very handsome. And your ears are so soft. He's a great person. So real quick on the topic today. It's okay. We're only an hour in. Real quick on today's topic, guys, because this is serious. I was driving and it really occurred to me something. And I started to feel very rebellious. It's probably the word. I started to feel angry. And no, that was Seamus, Vicky Andrews. That was not Moose. Moose sleeps with Bo, but he doesn't rub all over Bo like that. Did you see Seamus backing up on him? He does that. He'll stand up on Bo's body, which I always feel kind of bad. I know, he's really cute. He needs to be adopted with Moose and Seamus. I'm going to rehome Moose and Seamus at some point, but not with Bo. Sadly, I just can't. I won't get rid of Bo. Sassy, that's cute. What's a topic exactly? So I was thinking about it. You're fine, Vicky. Vicky, it happens. This is Vicky Andrews right now. When I said it was Seamus, not Moose, she went like this. Fucking crazy. That's Vicky Andrews on our Zoom call every time. Pay attention to smokers, guys. If you can find any, they're incredibly vintage. They're pretty retro. If you can find a smoker, they are oracles. Hey, Kiki, they are oracles. Smokers, you have no idea how insanely oracle they are. They're so smart and they listen to your problems and they go like this. I always knew it. There's something like they know your future. They knew the past, which is interesting. And then they finish the cigarette and they go, fucking crazy. Ugh. They're so chill. They're incredibly amazing. And Vicky, If you are lucky enough to have friends that are smokers, you're a winner. You're an absolute winner. I'm not usually the queen of snarky, but I had one I'm very proud of. I was being harassed by some hick teenagers, and I said, I hope you and your cousin will be very happy together. Oh my God. Whoa, that's hardcore. Christy Lynn Wilson, dang. I have not had to pull out those big guns. That's a hardcore comeback right there, girl. I'm going to assume that it was necessary, but I will keep that in my back pocket. But holy shit. I mean, we're not upset about it. I'm sure it was necessary. I'm not going to question your judgment. Uh, Rue, Rue, I hope that you're feeling better. I hope you're doing better. Once my mom went to purchase an expensive perfume for a friend and she was in sweats, and the saleswoman said, oh, this is a $200 perfume. And my mom said, great, I'll take two. Ugh. People disgust me. I cannot stand, like, first of all, people are so weird. Like, I live in the country now. I lived in the city. You don't know who's wealthy. There's a lot of wealthy people where I live, and they're wearing overalls and they don't drive their assets. Like, it's crazy to me that people judge people based on their apparel. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're dealing with. That's hilarious and embarrassing for that stupid woman. That is so classless to do that. Makes me think of a trailer I saw for a movie with Who I Love, Annette Bening. And it's kind of similar to that, but not quite the same. She went up to a counter in a mall. It was called The Women. I don't think I saw it, but I saw the trailer. And I'll never forget, Annette Bening walks up to the lady, and the lady's like, you should do this, and you can do this to help your wrinkles and your splotchy and your red stuff. And she's like trying to sell it to Annette Bening. And Annette Bening just looks at her and goes, this is my face. Deal with it. It's so true. It's like people are so tactless. That's a $200 perfume. Oh my God. I am embarrassed. I mean, that's an embarrassment by association right there. What a stupid woman to say something like that. And shame. Like, to shame her, your mom, because she was in sweats. Do you know how many people wear athleisure wear now? Sweats? Like, you have no idea who has money and who doesn't. You really shouldn't even try to take a risk guessing. Like, I can't do it. Thank you for your super chat. I feel bad for your mom. Sorry that happened to her. That is so junk. It's such a shit thing to do. Look, I judge people, but not like that. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you are passive aggressive, if you are a shitty person like that lady who is that way to your mom, I'll be shitty. I'll be judgy. But I am not going to judge someone for wearing sweatpants and assume I know their bank account information and what's in it. Yeah, mommers, absolutely. Oh, I live near a huge farming community. They may dress like country folks, but some of them are loaded, of course. And Ghostwriter, I always say this: money talks, wealth whispers. Most likely, if you see someone dick swinging from afar with look at Adam Sandler. If you look at someone who's dick swinging and they have to have all the stuff and they have to be put together and they have to put their Gucci bag and smear it in your face, most likely, not foolproof, but most likely they're in debt up to their ears. Yeah. Like, a lot of people have said that. I've seen a lot of financial people say that. Attorneys have said that. If you have to prove to me that you're so rich, you're probably in like credit card debt like crazy. Yeah. Katie was here the other day, Julie. No joke. You're probably in debt. Money talks. Hey, Carrie. Wealth whispers. Right? People who actually have money don't need to. Most people who have money don't even want you to know it. They don't drive big fancy cars like that. They just don't. They don't need you to know it. They don't have anything to prove. Those are the kind of people I like. I can't stand people who rub shit in your face. And Nancy, West Coast Fancy Nancy, gifted a membership. Thank you for doing that. Whoever got that, that's very kind. Thank you. Hey, Brian Bolin. I asked about you yesterday, and I hope that your health is okay. I've been thinking about you a lot. Love you, Brian. It's true. I don't really want to hang out with people who think they're real badasses. There's female dick swingers too, which is unfortunate, but there are. And most of the time I feel like it's guys that do that, but there's women that do it. Cult members drive their wealth. Yeah, the Scientologists for sure. Kim is blue Scientologist, big time rub money in your face. Yeah. So speaking of Scientology, just real quick, I won't stay on this topic for very long, but I wanted to address this. I was thinking about it today. Yeah, A Voice Down Under. I don't really feel like you need to be throwing I really don't like entitled people, and I don't like people who have to, like, show me that they're wealthy. We've all met people like that, and it's so uncomfortable to meet people who are like, "Look at my flashy car, look at my stuff." Like, "Don't you wish you were me?" Never. No, I don't wanna trade places with you. Not that, by the way, I'm not shaming people with nice stuff. I love jewelry, I love to put myself together, but that's because it's art to me. Like, I actually love it. It's fashion. I love fashion. I love art. I love color. I love coordinating. I love a pop of whimsy. I love that because I love it. I don't love it because I'm trying to rub it in someone's face. All of my favorite handbags are by Claire V, who hand makes them in LA. I've been collecting her forever. You know why I love her the most? Her name isn't anywhere on it. I don't like I don't like splashing brands in your face. I don't like any of that. Now, I have always said if I could have a vintage Gucci bag, I would. I would like a vintage Gucci bag someday. But if I had money, I would have nice shit. Don't get me wrong. But it would be because I wanted it and I love it for a certain reason. It's not because there's a difference. People who are just like the chillest. You get the difference? I hope you do. It's gross to me. I don't like that. It's just weird. A woman came to me at work once and said I should dye my hair blonde. It would make me look younger. Oh my God. People are tactless. Joanne, I'm so sorry. People are tactless. I told you I used to wear scrubs a long time ago to work, and I've always had a belly. Like, I've always carried my weight in my stomach. And I had this guy say to me, and it happened to me on the regular. I would have people go, "Yeah, Rue, I do." I would have people go, "Are you pregnant or when are you due?" And eventually, Brian, eventually I just started going, "Yes, we're having a baby in April," like, because it just got so awkward. And I weighed a lot more then. But I was always shocked at how many people would ask that question. And I had this one man ask it. And I was in the exam room with him and he goes, "When's your baby due?" And I went, "Oh," I was sitting like the exam tables are kind of like this. I was like getting something out of the drawer and I was pushing stuff back and I was typing on the computer and he goes, "When's your baby due?" And I said, "Oh, I'm not pregnant." And he went, "You're not?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "You better start doing your crunches, girl." And I was like, that's insane to me. Leslie, I just brought you up in this stream today, and I said I haven't seen Leslie, but she's probably busy shopping in Anthropologie. You're so pretty. Who could take eyes off your pretty face? Okay, well, I'll take it, and I kind of want to leave that up until the end of time. I needed that. Thank you, Leslie, and I'm happy to see you. Thank you for popping in, babe. Aspire to Inspire, welcome. Yeah, that's what he did. He went, "You better start doing your crunches, girl." And I was like, do you have a woman in your life? Like, do you have daughters? I hope not. Who do you think you are to say that to a human being? It's like Rue's mom. It's like Joanne Hawley. What is wrong with people? Like, I am uncouth. Is that a word? I think it's a word. I don't always say the right things, right? And I do insert my foot into my mouth, but it's typically about me. Like, I'm typically tearing myself down. There's no way ever that I would be like, "You're not pregnant?" I would not even comment unless I know you and you're telling me all about when the baby shower is. Like, I'm not even going to bring it up. It's weird. It's like pregnancy is not an elephant in the room. It's not like it's that unheard of. I didn't get a pet giraffe. Like, it's not that big of a deal. People have fucking babies. Like, you don't have to comment on it. Oh my God. Leslie, I had missed you. I was at Target when I was pregnant, like big pregnant. I had a 10-pound kid. People would come up to me. Like, I had this lady come up and she was like, "Oh," like rubbing like a globe, like making wishes on it. I was like, people get pregnant. There's 8 billion people in the world, right? Like, babies are born. You don't have to get like super weird about it. It's super weird. It's just people, yeah. So it's kind of about our topic today. I believed them all. That's my title of this stream because sometimes my titles mean nothing. Most of the time, my titles are like a song lyric or something. I never know what to title a damn stream. I'm not Taylor Swift, for God's sakes. It's like I already have to come on here and stretch 2 hours worth of content. And it's absolute shit, right? Like I'm not giving you valuable information here, like a real content creator. I mean, it's hard enough, guys. It's hard enough being out here. But now I got to come up with a title. Like, come on. But today, actually, there was a reason for it. I believed them all. When you were at church, a lady asked if I was a man. Not kidding. She was elderly, so maybe she couldn't see. Yeah, give her a pass. I worked in senior living, and I told you my first day I came in, uh, Fern. I'll never forget Fern. Fern didn't like me because I flirted with all the old men. She got mad about it because I was stealing her boyfriends left and right. Take that, Fern. Take it to the grave, Fern. Fern looked at me and she goes, "Where'd you get those shoes? The trash can?" And I was like, "I will snap your hip and make sure that they don't replace it. And you walk with a limp." Okay, that was too far. I would call that uncouth. That's where I would say, like, sometimes it just, it goes way past, like, here's the line. And I just sail past. Fern was full of burns. Fern had a lot of burns to her. And it was rough. I loved those shoes. Those were Bed Stews. Like Bed Stew is a very serious brand that makes very fun leather handbags. I was like, Fern, fuck off out of here. It is the 2000s, girl. You were born in the 1800s. You better get it together. Go pick out a casket. I was like, what are you doing out of your casket, Fern? Okay, again, that was probably too far. Some dark humor. That's how Tommy and I talk. That's not how I talk typically here. Starting to sweat. Is it about women's weight? Is talking about a woman's weight and beauty compatible to asking a man's length and girth? I don't know. I'd never put those two things together, Renee B, and I've never asked about that, like at Publix. I've never asked a man about his peen out in public like that. I don't know. But you know what? F Fern. I don't take it back. I was pissed about that. Where'd you get those shoes? The trash can? She sounded like the Wicked Witch. She was like, and your little dog too. I was like, are you serious right now? Like these were expensive, girl. Can someone explain the Zoom call to me? Do I need an invite? Am I cool enough? Oh, you're cool enough, Mommers. And you're already in the club, girl. So the Zoom call, I don't ever promote it because I feel awkward about it. And we don't talk about money here. And I don't want to take people's money and I feel weird about it. Like when we do the Zoom call, I'm always like, remember, you don't have to be here. I'll refund you. You don't have to do this. The Zoom call. So I'll just explain it. The Zoom call is Shelly. Some YouTube people, you guys have memberships, right? So there's different memberships. And a lot of content creators don't do anything for their members. Like they don't offer any perk to a membership. Some of them do not Zoom, a members only live. A lot of them do that. I thought that was kind of stupid because I was like, what am I going to say on a members only live that I'm not going to say on a regular show? It just felt dumb to me. Sully, yes. In Bridesmaids. Yes, Sully. Sully, I'm glad you're still here. I figured you would have dropped off by now. I'm really impressed by you, Sully. So it's for, hang on. What? Holy shit. That's crazy. That's a crazy ass text to get. Is that real turquoise? So the Zoom call felt like an elevated thing to just not a members only live. I can't see your faces here. And so we did the Zoom call, Mommers, because so it's for it's actually the three top tiers of a member. So it's Gertie, Fred, and there's one called one-on-one. Jesus, that's scary. That's a weird ass thing. Um, that's all. And we started doing it. When did we start the Zoom call, guys? Like a year ago? No, we've done it more than a year. And it has become Mommers, I can't explain it. It is so much fun. I don't also talk about it a lot because I don't want people to feel left out. It's not like it's any different than a stream. So, like, it's not different. It's just we can see each other. The only thing about the Zoom call is it has become so insane. Like the last one we did, how long was it, you guys? I don't even remember. Our Zoom calls are super long. However, you don't have to be there for the whole time. You can come later. You can leave. Some people leave and go to dinner with their families. They come back. You can pop in. You can pop out. Like there's no rules to it. It's a lot of fun though, because it's just a place to kind of decompress. And okay, it was 17 and a half hours. I'm almost embarrassed to say that for the new people. Amazing though. It is so much fun. It's so much fun. So that's all. I don't ever talk about it because I don't want to. Yeah, we have people sleep through the Zoom calls. Like, and the other cool thing I love about it, I say this a lot, is we have a person in Germany, we've got Australians, people in the UK, we had someone in Denmark. Like, we have people all over the world in that call. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We had Joel Sachs came in from South Africa. So it's just a big crowd of people. And I don't push it because it's a perk to the upper tier memberships and it helps me. It's very supportive. And New Zealand. Oh yeah, but she was American, Debbie. That lady that came from New Zealand, she was originally from Utah, but she moved there, which was really cool. It's just a lot of fun, Mommers. Don't feel pressure to join though. I say that all the time. I don't even push it. I can't remember the last time I talked about join the Zoom call. Like I don't do that. It's up to you. Yeah, Trixie, it's just a lot of fun. It's not for everyone because some people don't get it. But for people who want, like this channel, I would say most is about people who are here wanting connection. That's all. We don't have a topic because we talk about our traumas. We talk about me. I came from the Church of Scientology, right? I was in for 38 years. I'm unpacking all that stuff. I've only been out for 3 years. So like, it's about connection. It's about relationships. It's about bodies. It's about kids. It's about everything. We talk about everything. But the Zoom call is fun just because we do the same thing. It's just, we're looking at each other. That's all. That's it. That's the only difference. Hey, Jennifer Minton, welcome in, babe. It's just a good time. But, some people come and they experience it and they're like, yeah, it wasn't for me. They'll just come for 1 month. And then I have people who have been coming into that Zoom call who've never left. I mean, we usually have about 40 with my mods, 40 to 50. And it's a really good time. Is it true people in older adults living are having lots of sex? That's what I've heard. I don't know because I worked in independent living. I did not work in like where you check on the person. I didn't work. I worked in like a 65 and older. They drove, they were independent. That's what that is. So Renee B, like I've heard that too, but that's more like there's skilled nursing and there's assisted living. So maybe, but that's where there's like nurses coming in and out. They're assisting with like showers and bathing and stuff like that. I didn't work in that. So I don't know. They get STDs. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it happens. And I'm sure it happened where I worked, but we weren't going into their apartments. Right. So yeah, probably, but I don't know. We were not in their business like that. Anyway, I feel like the topic died, but the point is I'm trying really hard. I just wanted to pass on this message. Hey, Just Joan. That's okay, babe. I'm trying to pass on this message. I really, really believed. Pepper Jelly, that's okay. It's up to you, babe. It's up to you. I really believed everything I've been told. We talked about this yesterday in the stream. I would say my biggest downfall is I'm incredibly naive. I'm very naive and I believe a lot of things people have told me. And I think that's also through high pressure situations, high control, right? Scientology is a very high control. I was born into it, big difference. But my point is, I realized something today. I really, really, really have got to stop doing that. It has never, ever served me. And I wanted to pass that on to you guys, whatever that means to you. I don't, I feel like I'm rebelling or like, I, I don't know if it's rebelling. It's like, I feel like I'm being almost like reborn though in weird ways. Like I said this the other day, but I feel like I'm starting to really realize things that I've learned are starting to absorb more for me. And I've always talked fast and think fast. And I think when you do that and you don't slow down, you overlook things. And it's also Scientology is a very fast, intentionally fast, high paced, produce environment. And I think when you make people go at high speeds and you make them very, very nervous, do I take things too literally? Definitely, I don't think so. That was a weird answer. I don't think I do, but you guys know me pretty well. I don't know. Yeah, Angie Mo. So I feel like the slowing down has helped me because I don't believe shit anymore. That's crazy, little M. I don't believe shit anymore. And I don't want you to either. I don't want people to group think. I don't want you to have you gotten so much more intelligent? You've gotten so much more intelligent about what goes on in the everyday world of life. You are for the first time of your life allowing yourself to really feel. Yes, just Joan. Yeah, I would say that's true. And I feel so different. Like even out and about in public, I feel like I don't respond as quickly. I don't like even I was thinking about this when I go to a store and I get a cart, like if I'm at a grocery store, I'm flying. Like I'm going so fast. And that is just, it is just built into me from Scientology. No joke. Like since I was a child, my dad would be like, move, faster, get it done, faster, produce. Like it's a thing. I do it to my own kid. I've really slowed down because I'm aware I do it. But when you are in that, like, what would you call that? Fight or flight? It's like you're in panic mode all the time. You're like, it's like your anxiety. Like you imagine someone being like, faster, get it done. I want results now. Get it done. You have a deadline. Quotas. We called it quotas. Meet your quota. Get your statistics up, right? When you slow down and realize, like, yeah, survival mode, Kiki, when you realize, like, there is no one poking at me anymore, there is no cattle prod anymore. And I really, really realized that organically. Like, it didn't hit me one day. I was like, I don't do that. And eat quickly. Yeah, Scientologists have to eat really fast if they even get a chance to eat. I just realized one day, like, I don't do that as much anymore. And even in public now, someone will talk to me. Like, for instance, in the past, someone might be like, oh, I'm sorry, is this your whatever? Or did you park here? Or is that your, I'd be like, oh, what? Oh, no, you're good. No, you're fine. Like, I'm not kidding. I would always be like, what was that? Oh, sure. No. Like, it's like constant, like just, blah, 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 like just be quick about everything. And now I've really noticed that I'm like, I'd have to think about that. Like I slow the fuck down. Wow, Robin W, you're still here. I love that you're still here. I love and envy your skin. Thank you. I'm serious about skincare, girl. We talk about it a lot. I'm really intense about my Paula's Choice vitamin C serum, my niacinamide, my exfoliants. Thank you. Thank you. Tommy always talks about how I don't have any forehead wrinkles. Hey, Heather, that's not why. I think it's just because I never showed emotion for the first 38 years of my life. But thank you for noticing. No, I'm being serious, you guys. Like I noticed even today, like when people talk to me now, I'm kind of like, interesting. Thank you, Hope. Do you know what I mean? I really think about what they said. I think about processing it. And then I think what the other part is when you are that fast and when you are, hey, Karen, when you're doing that, when you're in, yeah, Ghostwriter, when you're in fast produce mode like that, guess what else happens? I mean, this is by design. L. Ron Hubbard did this, but your boundaries get crossed or you have none. Because you're not giving yourself time to think. You're not giving yourself time to process. Like if somebody would ask me something uncomfortable, like, you don't mind if I do this, do you? I'd be like, oh, no, sure, go ahead. But I did mind. But I was too fast and I was trained to not have boundaries. Yeah, it causes confusion. So I definitely feel I love you, Brian. Are you leaving? I definitely feel like, yeah, your attention is not there. So I don't know how else to, yeah. See, you are learning to slow down and breathe. You are retraining yourself. Yes, Joan. You're noticing the difference out of the shuttered world you lived in. You're using your brain. Thank you, Joan. That is so exactly what I was trying to say. Who needs Botox when you can have trauma? Yeah. People are like, you don't have any forehead wrinkles. I'm like, thanks. It's from my trauma. Thank you. You're so funny. Thank you. It's a trauma response. My entire personality is a trauma response. I don't know if you know, I'm AI. I'm not even real. When you have to obey, why would you slow down and evaluate? So you get it, Jennifer Ogle. Yeah, you were taught not to pause, but if you think about why the produce, why clean, 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 why do all those things? Because then you're not bonding with someone, right? Because you're not allowed to do that in Scientology. Then you're under control. You're easier to control and manipulate, right? You're easier to indoctrinate. And all of those things I found very interesting. We can do more content on this at some other time, but it's no emotion. It's all of those, it's all combined. And you're too busy not thinking about that fact. It didn't even consider it. It didn't even cross my mind. I'm embarrassed to say that. Like, what? You never thought of that? No. Nope. Didn't even cross my mind. The power of pause is huge, Jen. I agree with that. It is. Yeah, it's busy work. It is allowing yourself to slow the chaos and evaluate how you actually feel about things. Yeah, and that too, Jay. I know, Leslie, me too. It doesn't allow you to think for yourself. You're too busy keeping up. This is so true. Allowing yourself to slow the chaos and evaluate how you feel. So, ladies, especially ladies. Yeah, Robin W., that's about the only positive, but it will help. Ladies, especially my ladies, because I feel like women tend to put everybody else first. Women are people pleasers, not all of them, right? I get it. But the women that I know and have gotten close to on this channel, they set themselves on fire to keep other people warm. They'll bend over backwards, right? For you. Don't do that. You pay for that every time. And yeah, if you don't give yourself time to like process something, think, right? Like I remember that in my last marriage. I was like, but I'm not comfortable with that. And he'd be like, well, that's your choice. Get used to it. That's your problem. Get comfortable with it. He actually said that to me a lot. I go, I'm not comfortable with that. And he'd go, well, get comfortable with it. That's leaving me choiceless and it's crossing a boundary, right? So like, this is something my therapist taught us. Remember when we used to say this? He would say, pause, check in with yourself, identify that you have choices. That's basically what I'm saying right now in just a different version. Take a pause for a minute and check in. Am I okay? Like I'm feeling a certain way about this and it's not good. And then always, always, always remember you have a choice. So you don't have to go along with that. You don't have, me too, Leslie. You do not have to be pressured into that just because you feel pressured to make a decision right then and there. Right. So just, hey, Jamie, it's just that's important. Okay. A voice down under. Good to see you, babe. That's super important. I find that to be very important. And I just felt like that was those who needed to hear that, that's all. That was one of those things. Like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Not everybody absorbed what I just said. Yeah, it's like a slumber party, Leslie. It's really fun. Not everybody absorbed what I just said, probably, and they didn't need to. It's because they've healed and grown from that. But some people needed to hear that. You do not have to be fast on your feet. You do not have to make it. Yeah, like the middle children feeling the need to keep the peace. Yeah, it's more than that. It's very like, between you and Tommy, my two favorite new sayings that I use daily: connection and the teacher. Yeah, I love that saying. This was supposed to be my year of saying no and putting me first. I'd give myself a C+. Still working on it. Well, it's only February, Deb. You're good. And nothing happens overnight. right? Like I've been in therapy for years. I've been seeing a therapist for years and it has helped me so much. But it can't all come crumbling down and unpeel every layer of the onion overnight. That's kind of also a gift in itself, I think. I love learning things little by little about myself. I love going, was that Scientology or was that me? Oh my God, that's not even how I really feel. Like, I love having those epiphanies where I'm like, that's not even who I am. I don't think we could have done it all at once, right? You have to slowly, Debbie. So I think, you know what? You're right on time. That's the other thing is try to tell yourself that more. I'm trying to be nicer to myself. Like, I'm behind on this. I need to do this. It's already February. I haven't done this yet. And it's like, no, I'm right on time. I'm right on time. Like, there's no fire. Like, calm down. Yeah, Debbie. One of the best things about being a woman is the ability to learn and grow and see in ourselves the way that we do. I agree with that so much, Tara. I would never want to be a man. I love being a woman. I love women. I love the softness. Um, do you still have a little Reese in there that needs stuff? What does that mean? I love the softness. I love the feminine approach to a woman. I really, really, really love women. I think they have so much to offer the world, but they also will pour from an empty cup to keep people happy, right? To keep the family intact and set themselves on fire. Like, you don't have to do that. Just know that you don't have to do that. Take a fucking pause, right? Like, just step back, as we all say here, zoom out. Zoom out. Like, if you have a problem, try to zoom out as much as you can and go, okay, how does this make me feel? Pause. I have choices in this matter. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. I felt very choiceless being a Scientologist. There were not many choices. It was, we do everything LRH says to do. Relationships are conditional. Love is conditional. And then I married men that were fell right in line with that kind of high control behavior, which high control behavior made me always feel choiceless, so much so that my last husband would say that. You don't have a choice. He would say that all the time. I'm not asking. I wasn't asking. I mean, it got pretty dark. Yeah, it got really dark. Do you remember that? I mean, I was just my mind went to, there was a time that he woke me up in the middle of the night and he tried to have sex with me. And I was like, no, I'm sleeping. No. And he went, no means yes. And I was like, okay, yeah. Like, and I didn't mean to say that to trigger anyone, but like, getting to that point, that was my life. Like, not having choices with my body, with my mind. I wasn't allowed to think for myself as a Scientologist, like all of those things. Hey, Abigail, be safe, babe. It's just important to go back and go over those things and recognize that, like, never again. And what did I say yesterday, guys? Keep this in mind for those that need to hear it. Please, please keep this in mind. We repeat what we don't repair. Please remember that. For those that need to hear that, we repeat what we do not repair. So I'm not surprised at all those high control situations in my life because I wasn't even aware of it enough to repair it. And that's what this channel is now. We're in the repair stage, right? And I love it. I love every minute of it. Was Jeff more of a Scientologist than Michael because of his aggressiveness? Absolutely, yeah. Even though he wasn't a Scientologist, he was very of that mentality. Yes. I know, Nicole Taylor, it's really effed up. Yeah, it's true. Guys, if you just apply that to anything, every pattern, everything on a loop. You know how you guys say to me, like, you broke the pattern, or whatever you say, you broke the cycle. You broke the cycle when I took Huxley away from Scientology. Those will always continue. That hamster wheel will keep going if we will just repeat what we don't repair. Do you think someone's going to come do it for you? Like, do you think someone's going to come save you? Do you think that someone else is going to do the work and tell you, like, here's the secret to it so you don't have to do the work? If you do, you're wrong. Like, you have to do it. Lucky for me, I love the work. I love therapy. I love this channel. I'm a verbal processor. I love doing the work. I love finding more out about me and humans and their behavior. It means everything to me. But some people don't like the work, and you can tell who they are. They avoid it. They don't want therapy. And guess what they do? They just repeat the same thing. That's a lot of the ex Scientologists, not all of them, but you will repeat what you don't repair. And if you were in Scientology, you got a lot to repair, including me. Thank you for saying that, Tara. Your mom sees you as you were closed up. That's not you now. Yeah. Those are some of us who saw the Reese hidden inside of what you first started. They didn't want you to learn. Today I see a free woman. Thank you, Joan. That's a huge compliment. And like Debbie said, she's not there yet. No one's ever going to be healed. Like, you get that, right? We will die unhealed. It's an ongoing daily thing, right? Nobody's better than anybody else. Like, you just have to do the work. That's all we ask. I just want to hang out with people who are extremely flawed, but they accept that. They own it. They're accountable. Like, everybody's made mistakes, and I don't want to hold people to who they were when they made those mistakes, because people evolve, people grow and change. Like, holy shit. That's a good thing. But you will repeat what you do not repair. It's just, I think that's probably could be said as a fact. You got to do the work. Paula McDonald, excited for you to embark on this year of new things that will help you heal. I am too. I'm already doing it, girl. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I am really, I talked to Tori last night, and she just set me straight on so many things again. I really, really, really love Tori. She is a deeply close friend that I told her I feel so open and trusting. I don't know too many people who I feel like I could just lay my life into. Like, I literally could lean into her, and I know that it would never go anywhere, that she actually has my back, that she's not in my business. She's actually in my corner. And those are rare. Those are rare. Yeah, I do, Leslie, for sure. People like that, knowing the difference who's in your business and who's in your corner is sad once you start looking, because a lot of people just want to be in your business. A lot of them. Tori is not that person. Yeah, she is an absolute blessing. I love her so much. Yeah, I talked to her for like 2 hours last night. She's a night owl and I'm not, but she was amazing, and she really set me straight on a lot of things, and just, she's so refreshing, and just, I'm so like closed up still all the time and fearful, and she's the total opposite. She's always just like, oh, fuck it. So what? Like, and I need that. I need a friend like that. She really sets me straight and makes me feel like, remember she said, fluff your wings? She makes me feel like I fluff my wings every time I talk to her. I'm like, straighten up, girl, tits out, like fluff your tits. Kind of like that better. Fred always said, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm rooting for you. That's what he always said. I'm here for community, and I can always learn from others' perspectives. Take what I need and leave what I don't. I love that, Mommers. And Mommers, I can say that's a comment that the other people I can speak to. Everybody feels that way here. This is just a great community because nobody judges anybody. Hey, Kat, no one judges anyone. We all recognize that, like, we have shit to bring to the table here, and we just kind of sort through it. And I love you, Tara Michelle. Thank you for that. We just are like, I think we all just recognize that, like, this is just life and it's ongoing. And that's why we won't ever run out of things to talk about. And that's why my channel may not ever grow like other channels, like true crime and shit like that, because they are doing work. It's true work. This is work to me, but this isn't for everyone. Connection like this is not for everyone. They want a channel where you can sit down and listen to someone basically say the news, right? I have been in and out. I'm so glad you have Tori. Me too. Hey, NC 2026. I'm really, really thankful that I have Tori in my life. I love her so much. I respect that woman so much. I really, really care about her. Thank you for your super chat, baby steps. So guys, again, thank you for the super chats. That was very kind of you. I never asked for that. Thank you for being members. Thank you for gifting. I'm judging the quality of Fern's sass. She was full of sass. Um, Thank you for gifting memberships, West Coast Fancy Nancy, Nancy Stitchin. This is probably silly for me to ask because I don't drive. I don't know how. That's okay. And there aren't too many here, but would you ever come back to Washington? Yeah, of course I would, Buffy. I enjoyed Washington. I've been to Washington a couple of times. Yeah, I hope to meet all of you someday. Guys, I really the idea is to travel. And I'm going to be doing some of that starting in 2 weeks, but I definitely want to hit some different cities. I'll be doing that for some things I'm working on behind the scenes anyway. That's the reason I'm going to LA. There's something I'm working on behind the scenes, but I want to schedule at least a day where I can meet as many people as I can. Nicole Bell says that this is why I'm here. This is healing. I love that. You inspired me to talk to my son more, and it has really brought us closer. Okay. See, I love this comment. This feeds me. That is such a beautiful thing to say. These kind of comments, or I'm seeing a therapist now, or my daughter is seeing a therapist now. Abdazel, I'd love to. This is a beautiful comment, and it will stick with me forever. Thank you, Nicole Bell. Thank you for sharing that with us. That just is so nourishing to my soul. You have no idea. Thank you for that. I would love to grow this channel to have tons more people just like us. They're out there. I just don't know how to grow a channel. So we may stay like this or we may shrink. But either way, I feel like we're successful because I love a couple hundred people. Hey, Brock, just chatting and connecting. We need more conversations like this because we are losing our bonding time and laughter. We need all the laughter and personal conversations like this so much more now than ever. I totally agree with that. I will never stop, even if there's only 10 people in the chat. I won't stop. This is my, it feeds me. You guys have no idea what you've done to help me. I'll never stop. I don't care how many people. Hey, our Ozan lady, our Turkish friend, I don't care how many people leave or unsubscribe or decide they hate me. I will never, ever quit this channel. Abigail, you're still on a plane. Closing. Love you, Vicki Andrews. We can rejoice when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance. I like that. Endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens our confident hope of salvation. Ooh, that's a great scripture. Thank you. That's New Testament, Abigail. Be safe on your flight. I hope you enjoy your trip. And thank you for the super chat. That was a beautiful one. Sully is still here. I second that. Connection and laughter. That's what it's about, Sully. And I really appreciate the new people who came over and hit subscribe and stuck around through this. I hope that you'll come back. I really enjoyed you, Sully. I really, really enjoyed this. I like the new people a lot. I loved Robin W. Leslie's a new one. I love Leslie. Joan Marie. There's quite a few new people, and I really appreciate it, you guys. Please hit subscribe and hit like before you go. If you in this before I'm back, I love you. I love you, Tara Michelle. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. So if you want to hop in and join me, you're helping so many people by just being you. I love it. And I do not know you personally, but I love real talk with real lifelong challenges. Me too. That's what it's all about. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for saying that. It's very validating. That's what it's all about. Like flaws and all, we're just here. So thank you for saying that, guys. Trixie, I love you, babe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Welcome again to the new people, and thank you for being here. Mods, thank you for always protecting us, and I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Love you guys. Bye.